morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Roches graduation ceremony of the undergraduate and the graduate programs. My name is Giovanni Odaglia, Dean of Students, and it's an honor to be your Master of Ceremony today. Thank you for joining us here in Crans-Montana. We are delighted to have you with us today for this very special event. We are all very excited and emotional to see students graduating, but before we begin, we must understand that you will want to remember this day, and we have a professional photographer who will take photographs of every student coming on stage. The ceremony will also be recorded in full for you to keep, share, and look back on. We also ask you to make sure that your mobile phones, please, are on silent. Please also keep the aisle clear and remain seated. Finally, at the conclusion of the event, we kindly ask you to remain seated during the reception of the graduates. You are then cordially invited to join for a cocktail reception at the Roches Crans-Montana campus. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I ask you to stand and welcome the graduating students of September 2022. Please be seated. A graduation is one of those moments in life which will be engraved in our memory. Today, we come together as a community to recognize the achievements and to celebrate the success of our graduating students. On behalf of Les Roches Global Hospitality Education, we are delighted to welcome honored dignitaries, parents, family, friends, guests, sponsors, members of the governing board, and of course, our dear graduates. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Without a doubt, the most unique values of Les Roches Crans-Montana are multicultural richness and international environment. Today's graduation is an example of it, where our graduate students are coming from 47 different nationalities. Argentina, Australia, Belgium, Cambodia, Canada, China, Colombia, Denmark, Egypt, El Salvador, France, Georgia, Germany, Greece, Guatemala, Ireland, India, Indonesia, Italy, Kazakhstan, Kenya, Latvia, Lithuania, Madagascar, Malaysia, Mexico, Montenegro, Nigeria, Peru, Philippines, Poland, Portugal, Republic of Korea, Russian Federation, Saudi Arabia, Serbia, Singapore, Spain, Sweden, Switzerland, Taiwan, Thailand, Ukraine, United Kingdom, United States, Venezuela, and Vietnam. Once a close friend and a dear colleague shared with me a beautiful tradition that he adopted in Les Roches Marbella. And as of today, I would like to make it as a tradition for us too. Therefore, graduates, I kindly ask you to stand up once again. Please stand. Turn around and join me in applauding the people who made it possible for you to be here today. To your family, sponsors, friends, thank you for your trust. Please be seated. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to introduce to you Mr. Carlos Diaz de la Lastra, our Chief Executive Officer of Les Roches Global Hospitality Education.
Good morning to all. Ladies and gentlemen, and honored guest, Mr. Clivas. Dear students, this moment is a special moment of recognition, and a special moment of celebration. But more importantly, it's also a moment to look back and recognize the effort of all those who have helped you to be here today. First of all, your parents and relatives. They are the pillars that I'm sure has been key for you for being here today and always. In one way or another, it will be supporting you through your life forever. In second place, to all those people who have been important in your experience and decisions, partners, friends, teachers, and allow me, please, to dedicate a brief but sincere thanks to all the teachers who have helped you during your training in Les Roches. Really, thank you. This graduation is also special for me. It is my first graduation here in Crans-Montana. And a special place in the soul of the Roche brand. More than 65 years ago, in these same mountains and beautiful Swiss town called Crans-Montana, a pioneer and entrepreneur named Francis Clivas had the vision and courage to start a project that today has become one of the best universities in the world in his specialty. Mr. Clivas is here with us today. Mr. Clivas, Francis, it's really an honor to have you here with us today. It's really a pleasure for me to have you in my first graduation in Crans-Montana with me in the table. I think he's an example of what we want to support you to have in life, a vision, the courage to fight for that, and create a beautiful project that is changing the life for a lot of people, a lot of the students, and thanks to you, students, changing the life for a lot of people around the world in different countries. Thank you, Francis. Thank you, Mr. Clivas, for what you did with us and for this beautiful project that you built. Thank you. Let me also ask you for a heartfelt and first round of applause for all those who have been part of this adventure in different moments, professors, staff, alumni, collaborators, and family and friends of Roches. I'm especially pleased that we can have today with us Dr. Christine de Meyer. My predecessor here in Roches Crans-Montana. Thank you, Christine, for what you did for Roches and for your support in all the process and until today. Thank you, Christine. Dear students, today is your day. Our mission is to provide you with the highest quality of education for your professional career. But we also hope we have been able to reinforce your personal values such as humility, discipline, responsibility, and concern for the good of others. Please, don't forget that there are also important attributes for you as a future leaders of an industry based on service and attention to people. It is true that the hospitality industry has suffered especially the impact of the COVID crisis, but it's also true that the rapid recovery is already a reality today, and indicators and information that we have anticipate a period of great growth and development is coming in our sector. Promising projects are expected to arrive, and they need especially qualified talent, talent for which Roches is recognized worldwide. Please, when you face new challenges, be courageous, because the world only progresses with courage. Be constant, because only your constancy will give you control of your future. But also, don't forget to be humble, because only humility will help you to respect yourself and respect others. From today, you have become members for life of the Roches Alumni Association, a strong professional and social network with over 11,000 professionals and managers working in over 100 countries around the world. We encourage you to keep the links not only with the school and its faculty, but also with your classmates and alumni. Your actions and your sense of belonging will be continue building the reputation of your university. Your future success and challenge are still our concern. We have a great responsibility, making a positive impact and difference in communities around the world. There are a sentence that I love, and I always repeat in the graduation. Education doesn't change the world. Education changes the people that will change the world. When our students succeed, countries prosper, and society benefit. Dear students, it is your time. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your support through your time at Roches Crans-Montana. Good luck, keep in touch, and again, congratulations for your achievement.
Thank you very much, Mr. Diaz-Lastra, for those warm words, and even more for your leadership. I have now the pleasure of introducing you a very special person to all of the Roches community, Mr. Francis Clivas, member of the governing board and founding member of this beautiful school.
Dear students, graduating class of 22, je suis très honoré, en tant que fondateur de l'École des Roches, de m'adresser à vous aujourd'hui à l'occasion de la remise des diplômes 2022. En 1954, mes frères et moi créons un institut international à Bluches, l'École des Roches. Pour suivre la tradition suisse, nous misons sur l'enseignement international dans un cadre naturel exceptionnel. À l'époque, l'ouverture d'un tel internat pour garçons est une première en Valais. L'offre d'enseignement est également unique. Maturité fédérale, école de commerce et filière anglophone. En 1984, nous avons pris la décision de transformer les Roches en une école hôtelière avec un cursus uniquement en anglais pour la première fois en Suisse. La proximité de la station de Grand Montana permettra de nombreuses synergies entre l'école et les autres acteurs locaux du tourisme. En effet, l'école hôtelière de Lausanne jouit déjà d'une réputation mondiale. Il n'existe cependant pas d'équivalent anglophone en Suisse. Plus que de concurrencer Lausanne ou Glion, l'École des Roches complétera l'offre de formation hôtelière en Suisse. Le 29 avril 1985, dans la nuit de dimanche à lundi, l'École des Roches est entièrement détruite par un incendie. La direction n'a alors qu'une priorité, assurer la continuité de l'enseignement. Dès le lundi soir, tous les élèves seront relogés dans 4 hôtels de Grand Montana et les cours reprendront normalement dès le mercredi matin. Après quelques semaines de réflexion, nous faisons le choix de reconstruire l'établissement. Les travaux commenceront dès septembre 1985. L'école hôtelière revient chez elle à Bluches après moins de 2 ans d'exil à Grand Montana. En 1992, l'École des Roches ouvre une filière à Marbella, dans le sud de l'Espagne. Elle compte aujourd'hui plus de 1000 élèves. La même année, afin de compléter l'offre d'enseignement et accroître son réputation d'excellence, l'École des Roches est la première école hôtelière en Suisse à créer une 4e année qui permettra l'obtention d'un bachelor en gestion hôtelière. Ce programme bachelor est développé en étroite collaboration avec Endicott College à Boston. C'est ainsi qu'en 1996, l'École des Roches devient la première école hôtelière en Suisse à recevoir une accréditation américaine par la New England Association of Schools and Colleges. Pendant toutes ces années, nous avons eu comme priorité le contact direct avec la clientèle, les élèves candidats, mais aussi avec les parents des élèves présents. Ainsi, nous avons multiplié les voyages à travers le monde. Il nous a toujours tenu à cœur de connaître personnellement les familles et établir un rapport de confiance entre les élèves, les parents et la direction. Une philosophie qui est aussi appliquée au Collège du Léman depuis 1960. Notre objectif a constamment été de réunir dans un cadre privilégié des étudiants du monde entier et leur donner accès à un enseignement et une formation de haute qualité, une éducation absente de tout préjugé. La Suisse est une référence mondiale dans la formation hôtelière. Les plus grands établissements hôteliers aux quatre coins du monde sont souvent dirigés par des diplômés issus des écoles suisses, des écoles hôtelières suisses, dont les Roches. En tant que fondateur de l'école des Roches et du Collège du Léman, les témoignages de gratitude et de remerciement que je reçois régulièrement lors de mes voyages me touchent profondément. Je souhaite ici rendre hommage aux directeurs qui se sont succédés, aux professeurs et à tous les collaborateurs qui, depuis le premier jour, ont fait de l'école des Roches ce qu'elle est aujourd'hui. Un hommage spécial à M. Carlos Diez de la Lastra, Brigues, c'est juste, qui, après avoir développé les Roches Marbella pendant plus de 7 ans, a accepté la lourde charge de directeur général du groupe des Roches. Chers étudiants, je vous remercie pour la confiance que vous nous avez accordée en choisissant l'école des Roches. Année après année, c'est vous qui faites la réputation de notre établissement. Congratulations to all of you for your accomplishment. I wish each and every one of you great success in your future career, keeping in mind that Les Roches is not only a school, but a way of life. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kilva, for these words. It's as a member of this community and an alumni, it's an honor to have you with us today. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have the pleasure to introduce to all of you Dr. Dimitrios Diamantis, the Executive Academic Dean of Les Roches Global Hospitality Education.
Thank you so very much. Dear graduates, guests, members of the Executive Committee, faculty, ladies and gentlemen, friends, graduations are occasions that one needs to celebrate achievement. At Les Roches, a place of educating for global hospitality, our graduates have exposed to different sets of educational advancements. The bachelor students with their specializations in marketing, finance, entrepreneurship, and sustainability will graduate with a set of skills in both operational, managerial, and leadership qualities, ready to embark a career in hospitality sectors. For the graduate students with skills in digital transformation, strategic thinkers, MBA, and global hospitality PGDs and PDDs, all have demonstrated an outstanding commitment for the growth of knowledge coupled with hospitality etiquette. I'm often been asked what makes Les Roches graduates different. The answer is complex, but one tenet that makes our students outstanding is their ability to adapt to change, hard-working principles, and the attitude to learn by doing. It is learning by doing that provides the hunger to them to succeed, and we all confident as Les Roches that all our faculty and practical arts instructors have instilled with you the values to drive for success and to be humble, generous, euphoric, and showcase what is in you. On behalf, then, of all our community, we would like to wish you well. Enjoy such an event as the beginning of your hospitality career and share such a wonderful occasion with your family and sponsors as a moment to celebrate your achievement and your advancement in the arena of hospitality. Well done, and my many congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Diamantis. Ladies and gentlemen, today's graduation ceremony is without a doubt a celebration, and it is a special day of recognition to our students amongst family and friends. We would like to take today's joyous occasion to recognize people that have made outstanding and significant contribution to our community and to the industry to the Le Roches Crans-Montana Awards. The first recognition is the Le Roches Crans-Montana Hospitality Golden Key Award. This recognizes professionals within the hospitality industry who have committed their lives to making significant and fundamental contributions to the industry, which in turn have impacted all of our lives. With today's Hospitality Key Award, we are honored to distinguish the career of Mr. Panos Tsivanidis, our guest speaker in today's ceremony. Panos Tsivanidis is the Director of Corporate Events and Services of the IOC, the International Olympic Committee, widely known for the organization of the Olympic Games with a quarter in Lausanne, Switzerland. Panos and his team are responsible for a large variety of activities, including all events organized by the IOC worldwide, as well as all accommodation, travel, and accreditation needs for the Olympic family, for all the events around the Games period, as well as the Olympic Club, the main and exclusive hospitality area for the Olympic family, head of states, their top VIP, and dignitaries guests. Under his responsibilities is also facility management and general services for all IOC premises. He joined IOC in June 2013 after having spent 2 years as a head of travel and conference for UEFA, widely known for the organization of the Euro Champions League, Europa League, and national teams Euro tournament, and previously having spent 11 years with SWIFT, Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication. Organizer of CIBOS, Panos was the head of the events at CIBOS, dealing with all organizational aspects of the exhibition at the conference. By the way, he's also an alumni of Le Roches Crans-Montana. His profession has allowed him to travel in the 4 corners of the world, and Panos is a great believer of the power of networking amongst the people in the events, conference, exhibition, association industry. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating Mr. Panos Tsivanidis for his fantastic achievement.
They say how to make you feel uncomfortable on an already uncomfortable situation. Thank you very, very much. It is really an honor and a privilege to be here and to addressing you graduates. I would like to thank, first of all, the graduates, faculty members, all the professors, all the dignitaries. Monsieur Cliva, au nom de tous les Rochiens autour du monde, merci beaucoup. C'est grâce à vous. Merci. On the name of all the Rochians around the world, it is thanks to Mr. Cliva. It is a privilege, it is an honor, but allow me also to say, like all of the parents and the families that they're here, it is also a day that I'm extremely proud and under triple pressure. Because amongst the graduates, it is also my son, and I'm really proud for him. I want to believe that all of you, and I'm almost certain, you remember the first day that you arrived at Le Roches. At least I do, many, many years ago, arriving from a small island in Corfu, landing in Switzerland, going through the lake, coming into Valais, and start going up the mountain. I hadn't seen snow many, many times. And when I was going up the mountain, it was actually winter, so I saw this beautiful landscape, and I arrived at Bluche, at Le Roches. And when you go into the school, this sign that says, this is not just a school, it is a way of life. You just passed by and it registers. And this is actually what has happened to all of us and to all of you through these years that you have the luck to be among Les Roches and among the students. It is the life and the community that you have built, that it will be with you for all the years ahead of you. What is the school? The school actually has given you all the ingredients, has given you all the necessary means for you to solve any problem that will come to you. It actually has shaped you in a way that you don't have to know what you do, but you're able to see the opportunities and put down your head together with your fellow colleagues and find the right solutions. Create the right solutions. Because the world of today is not the world of 4 years ago. And all of you, you're going out in a world that it is in a transition. None of us know how the working landscape in the hospitality industry will be looking in 10 years. We can all have opinions and we can imagine, but actually it is you, it is your generation that will shape the future of the hospitality industry. And what you have done in the last years here, it is exactly the preparation that you needed to be able to go out and start shaping the future of our industry, which is definitely completely different than the future that I could have imagined when I was graduating. The values remain exactly the same. And by experience, I can assure you that you have to stay true to your own values. Respect. Respect for everyone around you. Respect of your management. Respect of your colleagues. Respect of the values of the company. Be true to yourself. Be true to your own values. Be humble, but at the same time, when you see an opportunity, don't be afraid to jump, to take the opportunity, and to work hard to make it happen for the best of you, of the company, and of your team. Because at the end of the day, and I'm going to say this for all my life, you are as good as the team around you and as the people that you work with. We can accomplish fantastic things alone, but we can accomplish many, many more things together with colleagues and a team that we trust. Loyalty to your team, loyalty to the company, loyalty to you and to your own values. This is the most important element. Look the people near you. Look all the friends that you made here at Les Roches. As it was already mentioned, you will be traveling around the world and you will be meeting Les Rochians everywhere. And it is these Les Rochians that actually can help you and can help your company, can help your team to actually find solutions or to even go further. It is not a matter of friendship. It is a matter that you all have the same philosophy. We all have the same basic principles, and we know that we have the good stuff that can make us go further and that we can excel. So keep your network alive. Keep your network very close to your heart. It is the network that in the future will be one of the most important assets for anyone. You're coming out of some very, very difficult years. And in these years, you find new ways of communicating. You created new ways of collaborating. And these are the things that will stay and that they will progress. And who am I to talk to you about technology? But as I'm always saying, the biggest challenges in the future are covered by the 3 T's. It is time, it is technology, and it is talent. Time for everybody has become a commodity, but it's such an important commodity because we cannot have as much as we want. People invest their time very cautiously and only if they know that it deserves to be invested. Technology is moving with speeds and in rhythms that many of the traditional companies cannot follow. They need you They need the young talent to help them shape their future. And you are the talent that we are craving outside to get on board. That's why I'm saying invest in whatever makes you feel happy, but invest also on building your capacities around technology. We are talking a lot about sustainability and about helping the planet. I keep saying to my generation, leave the young people deal with it. We are imposing processes when the young people, they're doing it naturally. They are taking care of the planet and they are much more conscious than us. This is already a tremendous advantage that you have. You're caring for well-being and for the planet. It's something that our generations has to create process. You have it naturally. This is also another aspect that many of the companies and corporations outside are looking. As you will be going out in the market, another extremely important element, and I was very, very lucky, it is to choose your mentor. Many people will pass by as your managers, as your bosses, as your colleagues. You need to try and identify the right mentor, because your mentor on the field of business will give you the right advice at crucial moments on your career. And the right advice at the right time, it is something that can make the whole difference. When you have subjects in front of you that you think you don't know anything about, come back a little bit on the school. Come back here and think how, together with your friends and together with your teammates, you solve problems. Don't ever say, I don't know how to do it. If you don't know, somebody else knows. Don't be afraid to ask help. Asking for help, it's not a sign that you are not as good as the other. Don't be afraid to ask for help. People that they don't ask for help, they stay singled out and they don't participate in great things. Lastly, because I don't want to take a lot of time, and I have to say not to promote the school, but because I know what it means, get involved with the alumni society. I was amongst those that it started late. I was not at the very beginning very much involved. But when I realized the power of our network and the power of the alumni, I have not stopped being involved. I am lucky because I live now the last years in Switzerland and I can come and visit Les Roches very often. But every time I'm back, it is really a journey down memory lane. And every time I'm here, I feel great. I remember all the good things, and I believe that you should cherish this. You should remember all the moments that you spent here. Stay involved. Stay part of the alumni. And please, remember one thing. Once a Les Rochian, always a Les Rochian. Good luck, and really enjoy the journey. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Panos, for such wonderful inspirational speech. The second recognition is the Les Roches Crans-Montana Aspiring Young Talent Award. The long and excellent relationship Les Roches has with the industry translate into international hotel chains and companies coming on campus to interview our students for internship position as well as permanent position. Employers come to Les Roches because they know that our graduates and interns are ready to jump right in and being eager to learn while encouraging teamwork and have a humble attitude. The Roches Crans-Montana Aspiring Young Talent Award recognizes company that fosters youth employment and career development through ongoing university recruitment practices, inspiring real-life work experience training programs, and accessible routes to successful careers. This year, we would like to recognize Hotel Arts Barcelona, part of the Ritz-Carlton Group. The first internship, recorded in collaboration with Hotel Arts Barcelona, dates back to January 1998. The young man who did the program back then recently visited the campus and is now a successful entrepreneur and spoke highly of his experience during his internship. Since 2019, Hotel Ars has hired over 58 trainees, being one of the greatest employers during the pandemic period. Despite the challenging time, the team at Hotel Ars never stopped believing in Roches, in our students, and they successfully participated in every recruitment event, and they've always treated our students, you, with care, professionalism, pushing you to become better hospitality leaders. This internship have had a positive impact on our students and developed many to continue growing their careers with Merit International. As Hotel Ars cannot be with us today, I've been asked to share the following message on their behalf. For many years, a key pillar of a human capital is to grow future hospitality professionals. And in order to be able to do that, we encourage the schools to trust on giving us the opportunity of allowing us to be part of the student development. Hotel Ars is proud to say that many of the best hospitality professionals around the world have experienced what we call the Arts Mystique. This reflects the intense and at the same time unique atmosphere that we enjoy coming to work to. This, without the support and the guidance of Roches, could have not been possible. Inspiring young talents starts from the university by getting affirmed at our hotel. Thank you for what you do to prepare your students. Thanks to the Career Services team for always being so close to us. We will now share a short video. On behalf of Hotel Ars, I would like to invite Stephanie Ruiz, Head of Career Services, to collect the award. Thank you, Hotel Ars Barcelona, for your constant commitment to our students and to our industry. The third recognition is the Roches Crans-Montana Social Responsibility Award. We are all very proud that at Roches we shape the leaders of tomorrow by taking responsibility towards people and the environment. The Roches Crans-Montana Social Responsibility Award recognizes the work undertaken by members of the society, communities, and associations that strive to spread, support, and act in favor of the sustainability goal of our environment. For this year's award, we are proud to recognize the work undertaken by COS Change Agency. COS is a change agency hungry for impact with a mission to make food the most powerful tool to keep both people and planet healthy and thriving. To change the food system, the solution needs to be tasty. tangible, profitable, and fun. That's precisely what they do. COS develops food resilience, strategies for municipalities, and destination with a data and insights-driven approach. By simplifying the complexity of the problems, communicating impactfully, and fostering collective action, COS is our extended hands and brains for a brighter and more savory future. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in thanking COS Change Agency for their constant commitment to our planet.
Thank you very much, Les Roches, for this great opportunity. It's our first award of many, we hope. We would like also to salute the efforts that Les Roches put in terms of sustainability. The environmental crisis is global, but the solutions are often local, and we're really grateful for all the lights put on local initiatives like ours.
Our purpose is to shorten the way from knowledge and information to tangible action, and the real-life solutions that actually have a positive impact on especially local communities and the health of people and planet. And, and of course, shaping the future. So, there's a lot more to do, and we're really hopeful because seeing the students of Les Roches in front of us makes us that, there's a chance for us to turn this around and make the future more happy and healthy for us all. So thank you so much for this, and let's get to it. We got some work to do.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. The fourth recognition is the Les Roches Crans-Montana Mentor Award. The Mentor Award recognizes someone who has had a significant impact on the life of our current students, alumni, staff, and faculty of the Les Roches Crans-Montana's community. Known as someone with a constant smile on his face, this individual is well known for shaping the energy curriculum of Les Roches. His work has an impact on all cohorts, from the undergraduates to the graduate school. Since he joined Les Roches back in 2011, he was a key player in placing Les Roches on the maps in the wine industry. He has mentored and trained aspiring wine enthusiasts amongst our students by participating in regional and international competition. I consider myself as one of his mentees, as when I was a student 10 years ago, he supported my passion in developing the wine club for students. Upon my graduation, not only did he sustain the continuation of the club, he developed further by introducing knowledge about different beverages and made it possible for our students to obtain a Swiss wine certification. He also acted as vice president of Valais chapter of the Association of Swiss Professional Sommeliers and recently completed his master in food and beverage management. To recognize your hard work and constant commitment and dedication to us and to our students, we have the honor to give this year's Mentor Award to you, Mr. Vincenzo Aiosi. Si tu veux dire quelque chose?
Hello. Yeah, absolutely not expected, but thank you very much to think about me, and I wish all the best to all of you. And yes, we will continue to grow and stay in contact. Thank you. Merci. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The fifth and last recognition is the Roches Way of Life Award. We all know very well that Les Roches is not just a school, it's a way of life, a spirit that animates daily your life in Crans-Montana. This award recognizes the students who have portrayed the essential values of our school through the spirit and soul that drives our action in terms of teamwork, the individual commitment to group effort through solidarity, and the delivery of service with passion and excellence. The recipient of this award is a true example of humbleness, openness, sense of collaboration, empathy, and looking out for the good of others. Being a Les Roches Crans-Montana ambassador, she portrayed the values of our school to its fullest, and by doing so, has impacted the lives of many of our current and future students. Over the course of her studies, by being a class delegate, she has also devoted their time and dedication to represent the concerns of her group. Through her leadership in the SGA, the Students' Governing Association, she has been instrumental in sustaining the Les Roches way of life. She has demonstrated her determination in working toward excellence. And she has proven that she's an outstanding student in the eyes of educators, recruiters, and hospitality executives in an increasingly competitive industry. May your achievement serve an inspiration to future generations of Les Roches Crans-Montana students, thus contributing to the success of our institution as one of the best schools in the world. I'm honored to personally present to you this year's Way of Life Award. Thank you very much and congratulations, Paulina Astanina. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come to proceed to the awarding of the postgraduate degrees. It is therefore my pleasure to invite on stage Mr. Frank Goening, Program Director, to announce the graduates of Master in Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management.
Thank you, Giovanni. Does that work? Yes, perfect. So I've got the privilege to be responsible for 3 of the programs here, and some of the words I will share with you are really for the 3 groups, although I know many of the undergraduate students too. This is for the parents, sponsors, friends, when they mention to you that they worked hard, it is true. When they mention to you that they party hard, I have no idea, probably. True. And it was stressful and everything. What the message I want to convey to you is that each and one of us, members of faculty, some are here on stage, some are in the audience here, we all share the same passion. And I'll link it back to the history with Mr. Cleaver being here, Christine de Meyer here. You know, we have genuine history panels here as well coming back. And it's that genuine sense of longevity, and it was mentioned as well, the belief that you are now today ready for the industry. How do we know it? Because the recruiters tell us. They tell Stephanie and her team as well. You know, we are creating that for you. Sometimes we are hard on you, and you know this, certainly from me. Sometimes we are nicer. There's a journey together. Why? We want to achieve an outcome where you can succeed in the real world. Not that Les Roches is not a real world. So really, a lot of it has been done with passion, each and one of us differently, and I congratulate you all. I'll focus now on the MBA students, so a niche program for specific needs identified in the market. One of the things that is really unique about the MBA program here is that each have a background in hospitality, already worked, and are coming to sort of fine-tune their knowledge. Our duty is to tailor this knowledge to really make business cutting edge, hence the Masters in Business Administration. We have 2 specializations, and I will call the students of one specialization first and then the other specialization after. So I think we can start with the ceremony, and everything that is very good has been said. Thank you again for Carlos, Panos, everything. Nothing else to add. So I'll call the first students. I'll try to find my glasses. So I'll start with the MBA students in Global Hospitality Management with the specialization in Advanced Revenue Management. The first student in absentia is Chetna Daniel Avram from Canada, and with distinction. From Germany, F. Leonie Anna with distinction. From Thailand, Pimmoke Primlada. From Italy, Trogia Bruno with distinction. So these four students chose the revenue specialization. The next group chose the entrepreneurial and business development specialization. And we'll start from France with Bethane Nathaniel Simon. From Switzerland, Bokeh Manon Nathalie. From India, Chakravarti Shayantan. From China, Du Qingying. From China, Huang Zijun with distinction. From India, Kumar Saurav with distinction. From Canada, Lee Soran with distinction. From India, Reddy Sedev in absentia. In absentia, from India as well, Sada Srinidhi. And the last one for the group from India as well, Vashish Diksha with distinction.
Heartfelt congratulations to our MBA graduates. I now have the pleasure of introducing to you Mr. Saurav Kumar, who will speak on behalf of the Master in Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management students.
Thank you, Giovanni. A very good morning to all the proud families, friends, faculty, and students. every one of you has made an indelible impact on the graduates who sit here today. My name is Saurav, and it is my absolute pleasure in representing the MBA class of 2022 as its valedictorian. Allow me to share with you a dream I've had since I was 13 years old. Growing up, I witnessed numerous dinner parties and gatherings organized by my mum. While I bore the brunt of drying and taking stock of all her precious chinaware after all the jollities, it also helped me understand the nuances of hospitality, of my revered Indian tradition of Atithi Devo Bhava, or more commonly known as the guest is our God. It was then that I knew that I wanted to work in hospitality. I was sure, determined, and even adamant to make myself a force to be reckoned with in the hospitality industry. The year was 2007 when I first read about Roches and aimed at seeking out information about this institute. Since then, I was enamored by the idea of studying at one of the best schools in the world. I have realized that dreams do come true, but I know that there is a right time and a right place for them to manifest into reality. 15 years later, with the same burning passion for this beautiful industry still intact, I stand before you with pride and my head held high. I did it. I achieved my dream. Kindness, selective humility, and hard work have been my pillars of strength. La Roche is not just a school, it's a way of life. Well, that's what we were told when we entered this sanctuary. Having gone through the intense and demanding 1 year of the MBA program, I have realized what the La Roche difference is. Pursue knowledge adamantly, seek experiences of diversity, and treat everyone compassionately. Excellence is not an act, but a habit, and this stronghold of knowledge makes that the norm. I would like to take a moment to express my heartfelt and undying gratitude to my cherished professors. You all have gone beyond your calling in this noble profession of teaching. Buddha said that when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. My dear professors, I would not be what I am today without your constant motivation, your consistent pursuit of excellence, and your commitment to growth. So thank you. No one is an island entirely of itself. Similarly, my academic experience would be incomplete without the crucially important career services team. You have made my personal struggles your own and helped me navigate through troubled waters with courage and self-belief. A special thank you to the four of you. I would also like to thank the whole marketing team for involving me and creating value for the school and for creating value for myself. It's important that I thank the student life and the management team for allowing me to be part of the two-way communication process by accepting constructive debate and dissent whilst acting fearlessly with conviction. By now, most of my friends know that I'm an avid reader of Rumi, a 13th century Sufi philosopher. So it's only fit for me to share a story from something that I read recently. Dear cohort and everybody present here, do listen closely. I think you'll find it extremely relevant. In the tavern are many wines, the wine of delight in color, form, and taste, the wine of intellect's agility, the fine port of stories, and the cabernet of soul singing. Being human means entering this place where entrancing varieties of desires are served. The grape skin of ego breaks and a pouring begins. Fermentation is one of the oldest symbols of human transformation. When grapes combine their juices and are closed up together for a long time in a dark space, the results are spectacular. This is what lets two drunks meet so that they no longer know who is who. Pronouns no longer apply. In the tavern's mud world of excited confusion and half-articulated wantings. But after some time in the tavern, a point comes, a memory of elsewhere, a longing for the source, and the drunks must set off from the tavern and begin the return. The tavern is kind of a glorious hell that human beings enjoy and suffer and then push off from in their search for truth. The tavern is a dangerous region where sometimes disguises are necessary. But never hide your heart, Rumi urges. Keep open there, a breaking apart, a crying out into the street begins in the tavern, and the human soul turns to find its way home. My dear cohort, although we may be separated by time and distance in the interim, nothing will diminish the important role that you all have played in my life here at Roches. I have not only become a better hospitality professional, but a better human being thanks to all of you in this room. And I sincerely thank you for that. It's a bit scary, isn't it? We've all worked so hard for this moment. But it's not the end of the journey. It's only a beginning of a new adventure. But I do not wish to wish any of us any luck. After all, why should I? Aren't we the luckiest people here? But more than luck, our success must be attributed to consistently striving for excellence and growth. And I can proudly say that we all made it. Can miles truly separate you from your friends? If you want to be with someone you love, aren't you already there? So remember that distance will always be an excuse and time will always be limited. Here's to crossing each other's paths and remembering our time together at Roches, a place where magic happens. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations.
Thank you very much for your words, Saurabh. We now move on to the awarding of the Master in Hospitality Strategy and Digital Transformation. Please welcome back to the stage, Mr. Frank Göning.
So this is a program fairly close to the needs I perceive every day. There's a digital disruption out there, and we are training our graduates here today, but basically to harvest what is good about this digital disruption, to transform it into something that is useful for hotels. And with this group in particular, we traveled recently to Korea, South Korea, to live this digital world, and it was quite an insight. Your role in the future is very much to harvest this for people like me, to make my journey in your hospitality businesses feel seamless and not a headache of technology. And I think technology was mentioned earlier as well with Panos and sustainability. It's for you to sort it out, okay? So please do a good job. We rely on you. We don't need many of you in the industry. It's a niche program, but really congratulations and very happy you will do very well in the future. So I will start with the award here, and I have from Saudi Arabia, Al-Mufiz Abdullah Ibrahim. From Taiwan, Cheng Si-yu. From Peru, Jillian Eslava Camila Juliana with distinction. From China, Lao Zhichung. From Colombia, Lopez Duran Sandra Milena with distinction. From India, Ratori Yudhvir Singh with distinction. From Thailand, Sirimongkol Kasem Inta. And from Argentina, Sorondo Sebastian with distinction.
Congratulations to all MHSDT students. I now have the pleasure of introducing you Ms. Sandra Milena Lopez Duran, who will speak on behalf of the Master in Hospitality Strategy and Digital Transformation.
Wow, it's a really big audience. Okay, thank you, Giovanni, for the introduction. Thank you as well all to the professors, family, friends, and colleagues present today. Speaking to you as the valedictorian of the master's program in the Hospitality Strategy and Digital Transformation class is both an honor and a huge accomplishment for me. Let's talk about bees. Robust, black, and yellow hairy insects, about 2 centimeters in length, responsible for pollinating 75% of the world food crops. Bees beat their wings less than 90 degrees, fly roughly 25 kilometers per hour, and beat their wings 230 times per second. Because of the small proportions of their wings in comparison to their body, bees should not be able to fly, according to the aerodynamic rules. But however, they clearly fly. I chose to think, as the claim poster at NASA's headquarters says, aerodynamically, bees' bodies is not meant to fly. The good thing is that the bee doesn't know that. I originally wished to become a doctor. For various reasons through my life, I was unable to realize that dream. And at times, I couldn't understand why. Nevertheless, on days like today, I can't be happier to look back and tell you that it was the best thing that could ever happen in my life. I fell in love with the hospitality after deciding not to become a doctor. And it is the enthusiasm that has brought me here today to speak to you as one of the hospitality industry future digital transformers. Just as with bees, I did it because nobody told me I couldn't. I still remember one of our first assignments from our introductory session a year ago. Our aim was to create a future plan, a future CV, and a list of potential jobs straightforward at first, and choosing what to do in class theory out of 8 different nationalities sounded straightforward at first. But I'm sure it got almost impossible after we started writing everything down. We were just a few days into the program at the time, nervous about this new experience and questioning our English ability. But there were eight of us in our room, plus 1 online, attempting to figure out what we planned to do in 10 years while we were listening to our professor, who, in our opinion, has a record of speaking the fastest English possible. What was the best next step to take? Which opinion was wise? How do we picture ourselves in the future? After a year, I discovered that we were encouraged to dream big, to believe in ourselves, and to plan a course of action. I am thankful today for being given this task right from the start, because we understood today at our graduation ceremony that every accomplishment begins with a decision to try. And we are currently celebrating one of many future achievements. I am grateful to this institution for seeing us develop, shaping us in many ways, giving us knowledge, but most importantly, allowing us to dream, be ourselves, and expand. I'm convinced that everyone here today will depart with hearts full of joy, hundreds of fantastic memories, lasting relationships, and even more, hopes and expectations than when we arrived. While I wish I had the time to express my gratitude to each one and every one of you for your contributions that helped me make this possible, I would like to take a moment to thank Professor Scott Dahl, who, while not present with us today, played a significant role in our batch decision to begin and continue with this. I would also want to thank Professor Aliana Rahimi for dedicating the entire year to us with joy and excitement. Professor Diamantis and Professor Frank Gunning, thank you for leading the department and supporting us even more as changes approached. If I'm forgetting any names, it's because my memory isn't as large as my heart to take you with me. One personal note, I would like to thank you also to the United Nations World Tourism Organization and Summit Education because for their support and my participation in the Hospitality Challenge 2019, which led me here. Last but not least, I want to thank every single friend and classmate for making this experience unforgettable for me. Because of you, I now understand how powerful the winds are in Patagonia, how Peruvian grilled chicken can be among the best, how there is no public transportation in Saudi, the joy of living next to tigers in India, singing karaoke with an amazing vocalist, learning how to properly eat with chopstick and Asian food, and constantly being hungry if you hang out with the group best foodie. We have an excellent team, wonderful individuals and professionals, a time of full smiles, love, and true admiration for each other. And as we say in Colombia, the berraquera to accomplish it. Today, we can proudly announce that we got this. Congratulations to the upcoming BBAs, PGDs, and MBAs generations as well. Let's dream big, reach for the impossible, and spread our wings and fly. Never believe anyone who tells you that you can't. You won't know it until you try it. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your words, Sandra. We now move on to the board of the postgraduate diploma in management. Mr. Frank Göning. You got it. PGD time.
So this postgraduate diploma group of students, quite unique, another very special program. So we have the digital disruption, we have the MBA, and this is a program for career changers. So career changers may have studied business, may have studied law, may have done many other things in life, and then they come to study hospitality. The key of this program is that it can lead to the MBA second semester, or they go straight in the industry to leverage past experiences, past knowledge, and then try to utilize that to grow or harvest whatever they can in the real world of business. So there's one group here, very diverse, always very diverse, and we will start with the first student, Dan Can Lin from Vietnam. From India, Du Stetit Immaculate Desha. From China, He Wenhao. From the Republic of Korea, Hwang Young-Yung. From the Russian Federation, Ivanova Kristina. From the United States, Khan Iman. In absentia from Australia, Louis Kirstein. From Spain, Yanesa Bamonde Ana. In absentia from Mexico, Lopez Torres Polina. From Denmark, Mathias Nedvig Carolina. From Spain, Minoz Vize Patricia with distinction. From Belgium, Noël Maxime Jean-Louis with distinction. From India, Ravi Varsha. From Madagascar, Bravo Manana Lanyo Sue Jessica. From Spain, Sanchez Grau Ana. From Vietnam, Tan Can Tran. From Nigeria, Ume Leslie Ikena. From Thailand, Vachanapuka, In Touch. From India, Vani Kashish. And from the Philippines, Yap Sydney.
Congratulations to all PGD and PDD students. And I have the pleasure of introducing you to Mr. Leslie Kenna Ume, who will speak on behalf of the postgraduate diploma in international hospitality management students.
Thank you, Mr. Giovanni, for the introduction. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Gunnan. And welcome everyone to our graduation ceremony. Permit me for just 5 minutes of your time to talk about my La Roche experience. When I first walked onto the campus of La Roche with a representative of Summit Education. I was presented with a question: where will La Roche take you? Boldly written on the arch of the entrance. I thought that this was a bit weird and a weird way to welcome people to a school. However, I soon realized that this was a microcosm of the La Roche experience. I quickly found out that I was in a community of professionals that insist that you wear a suit to eat chicken wings in the morning. And between the field trips, the champagne master classes, lay numerous assignments, and I mean numerous assignments, numerous assignments and group presentations, with a few progress tests that often led to sleepless nights and a deep hatred for the APA 7th referencing format. However, I was made to appreciate the simple things of life, such as Zotero and B3. Very important. I was also amazed at how culturally diverse the campus was. Before I came to La Roche and also Switzerland, I thought I would struggle to communicate because the only French words I know till now are bonjour and ça va. So, however, I was met with a multilingual and culturally diverse community where everyone is accorded with a high level of respect, tolerance, and understanding that made you feel like you're in a home away from home. It was clear from the onset that a lot was expected from us. The graduate program director, Mr. Gunnen, often spoke prophetically to us, as he would make us imagine that we were or would be the heads of hospitality sectors during his illustrations in class. This made me understand the value the La Roche and our lecturers placed on us, as they saw us as industry leaders and had curated a curriculum applicable to their lofty expectations. My friends, colleagues, and fellow graduates, we cannot let our school down. Our celebration does not end today. We must be celebrated from all walks of life and be recognized for our accomplishments along the way. The La Roche way of life does not end today. We must continue to strive for unparalleled success so that one day we will turn back and remember that it all started here. I wish to thank my fantastic lecturers, members of the admin, the housekeeping, the F&B team, Roots, SGA, Careers, Student Affairs, for helping and the BBA ones that are helping us out today, for helping my peers and I have an unforgettable and robust semester. I also wish to thank my colleagues, you guys over there, because through our commitment to excellence, through our competitive spirit, and more importantly, through our ability to learn and succeed together, we have been able to create lasting memories with each other, and we have had a semester that will remain in our hearts and our minds for years to come. Finally, I wish to thank the Executive Academic Dean, Dr. Diamantis, the Graduate Program Director, Mr. Frank Gunnen, the Dean of Students, Mr. Giovanni, and also, I didn't put this in my speech, but I'd also like to recognize our Board of Directors. I'm sorry, I wish I could speak French, because, but I would like to say thank you for changing my life. And also want to recognize every other member of our academic faculty and the graduate school for also nominating me as a valedictorian for the PGD1 cohort. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your words, Leslie. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come to proceed to the awarding of the undergraduate degrees. It is therefore my pleasure to invite to the stage Mr. Wolf Gerskamp, Program Director, to announce the graduates of the Bachelor in Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management.
It's a pleasure for me to be here standing up the graduation today. Also, especially, it makes me a little bit nervous because we have Mr. Cleaver, previous CEO of Le Roche and founder of Le Roche and all-time member of Le Roche. I have my previous CEO in front of me, Dr. Dem Meyer, who was always a supporter and coach. I have my new CEO next to me, Mr. Diaz de la Lastra, so it's a bit of pressure is up. Nevertheless, I have to say that the students asked me, what will you say on graduation speech? And I said, you have to build a theme around it. And last night, I woke up pretty early at 4 o'clock because I made the mistake. I went to bed too early because one mentor once told me, if you go to bed early, you can get up earlier, so the day is longer. But if you go to bed too early, you wake up too early, and I didn't know what to do at 4 o'clock in the night. So I was thinking, instead of annoying my wife at night, you don't annoy your wife. I thought, what can I say today? And there was one conversation that came into my mind, what I had with a young lady who's sitting. I can't see her now, the light is too big, but one lady is over here, and I remember a particular conversation I had with her during her BBA1 semester, and I know this was the day before we had to send all the students home, and I think now she knows exactly what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, I have to say, I had a big discussion with her, and I thought backwards how determined she is, how she knows what is important in life, how she was thinking about what to do is right, and also to think about all the other students, about how the learning will continue. She was really committed and concerned, and she was very young. She was a BBA1 semester student. And now, when she came back from BBA6, and I had the pleasure to teach you, I thought like, wow, what a lady. So the transformation the students do through practical arts, going out for internship, learning the basics, going for an internship again, and then specializing in one of the specializations we will announce later on the stage. This is something very, very precious for me, and this is also what I always describe as the Les Roches way of life, and this makes me very proud. Today, our students for the undergraduates, they will graduate with a Bachelor of Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management with either a specialization in sustainability, entrepreneurship, marketing, or finance. On top of that, we also have classifications in the bachelor program, which is distinction. That means the students have achieved an average of minimum 85% and above over 2 consecutive semesters. Merit is between 75 and 85. And on top of that, the students who chose the honors route, who have done the dissertation over the course of BBA 6 and 7. And I also would like to take the opportunity at this stage to send a special thanks for all the faculty members for teaching our students, but also for all the staff members around for supporting the students in the learning process, eating process, sleeping process, partying process. I speak here about the SGA as well and Giovanni's student affairs team. For all the coordinators who make this very special moment happy today. I'd like to ask to come forward to the podium to award the degrees, Mr. Diaz de la Lastra and Dr. Diamantes to present the degrees. The following students, maybe please upstanding, will receive a Bachelor of Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management and a specialization in sustainability. From the Ukraine, Artemenko Anastasia. From France, Canon Alexandre Florin with merit. From Mexico, Canto Meza Humberto with merit. From the United States, Cho Justin, honors and distinction. From the United Kingdom, Hakim George Oliver, honors and distinction. From United Kingdom, Higginbottom Carlton James Ward, Honours and Distinction. From Argentina, Lopez Bonsignora Diamela with merit. From Switzerland, Lotfi Miriam with distinction. From Saudi Arabia, Misha Osama Nabil with merit. From Mexico, Perez Lavin Tanya, Honors and Merit. From Germany, Reinish Karan with merit. From Canada, Tao Zi Lin Terry, Honors and Distinction. From Iceland, Virja Wed Sutisak, Honors and Distinction. From the Russian Federation, Yuma Shevaksinia with merit. From China, Zhu Hongtao, Honors and Distinction. The following students will now receive a Bachelor of Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management with a specialization in entrepreneurship. From Egypt, Abu Nagwa Ayman Mohamed Osama Ahmed with merit. From Kazakhstan, Alieva Albina with merit. From the Russian Federation, Astanina Polina, Honors and Distinction. From Italy, Bon Giovanni Alessio with distinction. From Switzerland, Bonne-Fré Charlotte Anaïs Marie Lou Olga with merit. From Taiwan, Chen Ju An with distinction. From China, Chen Ziyao with merit. From Switzerland, Gnecco Francesco Giuseppe with merit. From Egypt, Guigiz Nur Ashraf with merit. From the Russian Federation, Gama Donova Daria with merit. From the Republic of Korea, Kim Yoo-ho with merit. In absentia, from the Russian Federation, Konovalova Daria with merit, and she would have loved to spend this moment with you today. However, there's a small present waiting for her and her lucky boyfriend. In 6 weeks, they will expect their first baby together. So congratulations to them. From China, Miao Lu with distinction. From Georgia, Moselvili Saba, honors and merit. From Mexico, Nunez Iguenes Maria Jose, honors and distinction.
Hola.
From Thailand, Pet Panompon Pachapol with merit. From India, Prabhu Ashwini. From Kazakhstan, Zaisan Gulshan with merit. From Ukraine, Shamoti Ksenia with merit. From Greece, Stamatakis Stamas Marios Minas. From the Russian Federation, Uchtomskaya Daria. From Germany, Unterberger Sophia with merit. From the Russian Federation, Varvashtian Emir with merit. From France, Veres Antoine Francois with merit. From China, Wang Yiki with distinction. From Taiwan, Yao Jerome with merit. From Kazakhstan, Yesen Solov Farkad with merit. From United States, Jung Austin Wen. The following students will now receive a Bachelor of Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management with a specialization in marketing. From India, Bala Kaira with merit. From Taiwan, Chen Wang Lin with merit. From India, Deepak Ashwin with merit. From Venezuela, Duque Gomez Vanessa Maria with merit. From France, El Khoury Isabelle with merit. From Portugal, Ferreira de Abreu Machado Lopez Mafalda with distinction. From the United Kingdom, Hall Harry James Larry with merit. From Guatemala, Huang Mai Kevin with distinction. From China, Jiang Xin with distinction. Congrats. From China, Jin Jiaqin with distinction. Congrats. From Thailand, Ka Yon Kai Tichai Natapol with distinction. From Switzerland, Könitzer Daniel Edward with merit. From the United States, Levi Karina with merit. From Mexico, Martin Campaña Samara with merit. From China, Meng Jianjing with merit. From the United Kingdom, Marshandini Kusum Shundra with merit. From Kenya, Mugarizi Keith with honors and merit. From Malaysia, Muhammad Nakib Mod Jafar with merit. From India, Murali Shandanu with merit. From Republic of Korea, Park Seonol with distinction. From Vietnam, Ban Bao Ngoc with merit. From India, Sabu Kinatukara Rohit with merit. From Thailand, Satin Vadikul Kirichap. From India, Shama Vash with merit. From India, Shetty Veer Viraj, honors and merit. From Malaysia, Teo Shin Ning, honors and distinction. From Lithuania, Vidoskite Karolina with distinction. From China, Wu Xingying with merit. From China, Yao Yuan with merit. From China, Yuan Renier with merit. From China, Zhang Menqi with merit. And from China, Zhu Zongmin with merit. The following students will now receive the Bachelor of Business Administration in Global Hospitality Management with a specialization in finance. From Mexico, Anaya Calleja Antonio with merit. From the Russian Federation, Arkhipov Igor with merit. From El Salvador, Aviles Kanyuya Natalia Maria with merit. From France, Wesa Arthur Jo René with merit. From China, Chen Wuyang with merit. From Cambodia, Chuang Kok Yang with merit. From Italy, Dalterio Adriano, honors and distinction. From Portugal, De Castro Dominguez Alvarez Rodrigues Maria with distinction. From the Russian Federation, Ermarchenko Nikita with distinction. From Germany, Fiedler Clara Elisabeth, honors and distinction. From Sweden, Fox Paul Gustav Simon. From Colombia, Henao Roldan Ana Sofia with merit. From Vietnam, Huyen Thi Cuon Nu, honors and distinction. From Egypt, Huadaik Sherif Sami Saad Abdelrahman. From India, Yaktani Manas AJ. From China, Jin Hanzhang with merit. From Thailand, Kanti Boyanokol Rutkamamun with merit. From the United States, Kim Shani Belina with merit. From Poland, Kuzminski Mateusz Michal with merit. In absentia, from Vietnam, Le Vinh Loc with merit. From Republic of Korea, Lee Kyung-mi with distinction. In absentia, from the Republic of Korea, Lee Ye-sol with merit. In absentia, from the Republic of Korea, Lee Yong-kyu with merit. From Hong Kong, Leong Mei Suet, honors and distinction. From China, Li Xiwan with merit. From China, Liu Qiming with merit. From Spain, Yabes Codala Francisca with merit. From the Russian Federation, Lobov Andrei, honors and merit. From Singapore, Lo Marcos Jiaheng with distinction. From the United States, Marx Rutger Abraham, honors and distinction. From Indonesia, Nazli Sherry, honors and distinction. From Vietnam, Nguyen Thi Nga Giang, honors and distinction. From Spain, Palau Lesa Susana with merit. From Spain, Palmer Adrover Maria Antonia with merit. From the Republic of Korea, Park Da-yoon with merit. From India, Patel Divya Alpesh Kumar. From Vietnam, Ban Vinh Phuc with merit. From Thailand, Phu Krong Taev Danaya with merit. Sorry. From Serbia, Piranovic Strahinja. From Kenya, Pujara Jairaj Tushar with merit. From the United States, Santolo Abigail Lear, honors and distinction. In absentia, from France, Sova Lena, honors and distinction. From Switzerland, Zaksa Gianluca Mahendra with merit. From Germany, Schnellinger Felix Franz Bernhard Stefan. From Spain, Segura Ebernon Dolores. From India, Sharma Ishan with merit. From Spain, Torres Alcantara Ana with merit. From Ukraine, Zviach Julia, honors and distinction. From Switzerland, Tsivanidis Sophocles with distinction. From Mexico, Vinegra Varela Emiliano with merit. From Latvia, Wong Sparksens Alexis with distinction. From Montenegro, Vukotic Veselin. From China, Wang Jiaqi with merit. And from China, Zhang Tianyi. This closes the award giving for the undergraduate program. My congratulations again. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Gerskamp, and congratulations to all BBA graduates. And now I have the pleasure to introduce you to Ms. T. Kyun Hu Nyhum, who will speak on behalf of the Bachelor in Business Administration and Global Hospitality Management students.
So, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Because the previous speeches are too good, now mine seems very dull. So, I'm gonna go sharp and quick. So please, let me introduce myself. My full name is Hun Thầy Quân Như. That's how it should sound in Vietnamese. But everyone normally just call me Nu, and it's fine. As I standing here, representing all of my peers, I would like to share our experiences and express our gratitude to Roches, the people who have nurtured us over the last 3.5 years. So, I was born in 1998, meaning I'm approaching 25. In Asia, that's not exactly an ideal age to finally graduate from university. But I barely feel ashamed, since I do believe that Roches has equipped me more than enough to show the world that I'm more than just my age, or a privileged kid graduating from the private school in Switzerland. So I spent 3 years in 3 different continents, studying 3 different majors to figure out who I am and what I want to be. Thankfully, Roches was my last stop, and I have had 0 regrets since then. So before turning into a confident person, as I am here standing today, I was a very shy, conservative Asian girl who was clueless about international school. I was born in Quang Ngai, a very poor city in Vietnam's central region that very, very few Vietnamese are even familiar with. I didn't study English properly until I was 19. I was all about math and chemistry, typical Asian. So I would pass out if I had to ask a foreigner where the restroom was. But despite 1 year in Canada, I remained in my comfort zone with my own Vietnamese people. So when I decided to come to Roches, it was a major stepping stone. Everything was just so different, so professional, and so Englishy. I had a hard time adapting, but Roches welcomed me with an open arm. The staff were was super helpful and understandable. They, including my friends, never judged me for my accent and my broken English. The faculty was the most adorable, and I literally mean it. So back in my country, I would never had the guts to look at my teacher's eye, not even to raise any questions or debate with them. Thank you, Mr. McMath, for tolerating me and my insanely many questions. They were very patient with our questions, no matter how stupid they can be, or how exotic our accent, English accent can be. Thank you for being our lighthouse, guiding us through 3.5 years. I would also like to thank the management team for holding everything and everyone together, especially during the COVID time, because I know it wasn't easy for you with so much pressures. So to all of my peers and soon-to-be colleagues, I believe that we are all confident graduates with global perspective on business and leadership's attitudes. We're innovative and sustainable. We're building the new future of hospitality, so please hold your heads up high when you're out there and conquer the world. Le Roche has sharpened us well, and we're ready to face any punch that adult life is about to throw at us. I wish you all the brightest future ahead of you. Be successful, be wealthy, and please be happy. Thank you so much for everything once again, so I'm out of here.
Thank you very much, Nu, and apologies because I know I did not pronounce your name properly before. Undergraduates, I will kindly ask you to stand one last time, please. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left, signifying that you are now graduates. Congratulations again to all of you. Please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, we are reaching the end of today's ceremony. But before that, we would like to celebrate with you this year's Top Academic Achievement Awards. These awards aim to recognize the students from both the undergraduate and the postgraduate school who have achieved the highest academic results amongst their peers. The winners of these awards will receive a watch kindly offered by L'Atelier du Temps. To deliver the award, I would like to ask for Dr. Dimitrios Diamantris, our Executive Academic Dean, and Ms. Dragana Markovic, the manager of L'Atelier du Temps in Crans-Montana, to join me on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, for the undergraduate school, with a total average of 92.33, Ms. T. Q. Hu Hyun Nu. Congratulations once again. We now move on the postgraduate school. From the Master in Hospitality, Strategy and Digital Transformation program, with a total average of 91.63, ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Sandra Milena Lopez Duran. once again. Dear graduates, as of now, you are no longer just students of Les Roches. You are now part of an even bigger family, our alumni community. The wonderful global network of Les Roches alumni grows every year at every Les Roches graduation ceremony. The Alumni Association is delighted to welcome you and would like to share a short video with you.
Congratulations, graduates. You did it! You're finally there.
It is wonderful to see that the future of hospitality is secure in your careful hands.
We, the Alumni Association and wider community, stand behind you
Every step of the way.
As you set sail into this new chapter of your lives.
You are now part of a worldwide family of
13,000 exceptional alumni
who will watch with pride as you become the new leaders of our industry with your strength,
determination, resilience,
and knowledge.
Les Roches is not just a school,
it's a way of life.
This sentiment has stood the test of time
and has reminded us that we have a support system at our fingertips.
We are here for you.
And we'd like to say,
Herzlich willkommen.
Swada.
Bienvenidos.
Welcome.
Willkommen.
Welcome.
Funyeng.
Welcome.
Jambo sana.
welcome.
Ahlan wa sahlan.
Jeśli rozkłoniło widzenie wam.
Bem-vindo.
Karibu.
Benvenuto.
Welcome.
Ahla wa sahla.
Welcome.
Vanakkam.
Добре дошли.
Welcome.
Namaste.
Bienvenidos.
To the Les Roches Alumni Association.
Thank you very much. It has been an honor to be here with you today. The time has come to welcome Mr. Diaz de la Lastra back on stage to close our ceremony as we wish you bright, successful, and fulfilling careers.
Also sends thanks to all the faculty, all those who have been made the academic journey of the graduates successful. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, our great thanks to you, to the families and the sponsors, to the graduate students, for your trust on us. Following the reception of the graduates, you are all cordially invited to join us for a cocktail in the Les Roches campus, Crans-Montana. Shuttle buses have been organized and will depart from just outside of the main entrance of this building. And there are also a small shuttle bus for going to the car park in the up of these streets. I now ask you all to stand for the reception of the graduates. Congratulations to all.